Just thought one day Nathan would get his due.
Well, speaking as the consolation prize, we're gonna have a pretty big fight.
I did not mean it like that.
I don't mean to do your job, but it begs the question, is she running from something?
Do you understand the precedent that you'd be setting?
You're probably right. We should err on the side of safety.
Amabella picked that Ziggy out of a lineup and she was unwavering.
Ma'am, please?
What, I can't call for my own daughter?
Please reboard the vehicle, ma'am. Well, if she's convinced that this Ziggy poses a threat to her daughter's safety, of course he's not gonna get invited.
I'm just saying. Chloe, I set up a standing playdate with you and Ziggy on Thursdays. Are you suggesting I might be putting my daughter in harm's way?
Oh, you mean our daughter?
Chloe, I don't know why you didn't text me or call me when the snub happened. I might have been able to intervene. I am super impressed with your emerging social conscience. I just have a very low tolerance for injustice, which is exactly what's going on with Ziggy and his mom.
Case in point, you're my one. I will not be anybody's runner-up. You need to hear that.
Scratch the surface of any Jimmy Stewart, Charlie Manson.
However, it wasn't very sweet to single out and exclude little Ziggy.
Really?
And if Chloe's out, then the entire brigade will follow. She's basically the Pied Piper.
I like you, Madeline. And I actually admire you for sticking up for your unapologetic friend.
Oh, please.
For you to summarily say she can't go?
But when it comes to my daughter's social recreational life, particularly as it concerns medications that will permanently affect her reproductive organs, will you just kick that little can of worms over to me? Do you understand?
I do.
And should Sky come to me 10 years down the road and ask for a little lift to Planned Parenthood, I would give you that courtesy call first.
I would. With Bonnie, Abigail, I'd ride it out.
No, I love my grudges. I tend to them like little pets.
All right, I'm just saying.
There's no parental usurpation of any kind. I promise you that.
It's difficult for Madeline to see you at every school function so involved when you weren't there for Abigail. You know what? Maybe I'm talking out of turn here.
No, I was young. You're kind of like today's standard bearer for the evolved man.
I always turn the other cheek, thinking that was a more mature thing to do. So much so, I find myself fantasizing that somebody will come along one day and say or do something to me that'll offer me the chance to redeem myself.
Ed and Nathan hated each other's guts. Are we all afraid to say that?
There's clearly a lot of bad blood in this community.
Ziegfeld still maintains his innocence on the whole choking front. The idea of brandishing affection upon Amabella was first proffered by Chloe in an attempt to ameliorate the whole birthday party
I'm sorry,
brouhaha.
excuse me. Are you saying Chloe had something to do with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Klein?
I don't believe that my daughter would ever sanction a non-consensual touching. She's a very peaceful child.
Isn't this just a whole lot of brouhaha about nothing?
Let's see how it goes. I'm guessing it'll all sort itself out.
I do not feel supported here.
He wanted me to get you to back off Bonnie a little bit. It led to a discussion, and I never threatened to beat him up.